Puerto Rico is nothing more than a floating island of trash. Harsh? Absolutely. But there's a reason behind this shocking claim, and it's not what you think. From world-famous beaches to lush landscapes, this tropical paradise holds a truth you need to hear. Stay with me till the end, because the real story behind Puerto Rico being called trash will leave you speechless and change how you see this island forever. Imagine paradise. Picture the endless turquoise waters, gentle waves caressing the shores, and lush green landscapes rolling as far as the eye can see. But what if I told you that beneath this paradise lies a shocking truth? Yes, floating trash, but not the kind you might think. In 1938, the true meaning of floating trash began to unfold on Vieques and Culebra. Not a hurricane, but a storm of a different kind. The U.S. Navy, for over 60 years, these idyllic islands bore the brunt of relentless military exercises. Bombs fell like rain, scarring the land and spreading fear among its people. The skies roared with deafening blasts. The earth shook underfoot. Mirrors shattered in homes, and families clutched their children as walls trembled around them. Generations of islanders endured this constant onslaught, a war not against a distant enemy, but against their very way of life. By the 1980s and 90s, Vieques had become an uninhabitable battleground. For years, the Navy dropped an average of 1,464 tons of bombs annually on Vieques, tearing into the soul of this paradise. But everything changed on April 19th, 1999, when David Rodriguez, a civilian security guard, was killed by a misfired bomb. His death became a tipping point. Grief transformed into resolve. What followed was an eruption of resistance. Residents, once silenced by fear, now roared with anger. Protests swept across the islands, drawing global attention. Activists like Tito Kayak climbed the Statue of Liberty, waving the Puerto Rican flag in defiance, demanding justice for Vieques. Families marched, risking everything to demand an end to the destruction of their home. Victory came in 2003. The Navy finally packed up and left, but they left behind something more dangerous than just floating trash. Unexploded bombs, toxic chemicals, and a poisoned environment. Cancer rates on Vieques were found to be 27% higher than on the mainland. Even with the military gone, the people of Vieques found themselves facing a new war, a fight against contamination, health crisis, and a damaged ecosystem. But the people of Vieques and Culebra were never ones to give up hope. Though the cleanup has been slow, they have seen victories. Once restricted lands are transforming into wildlife refuges. Dolphins are returning to swim in healing waters, and the resilient community is reclaiming spaces they thought they had lost forever. The U.S. Government Accountability Office estimates that the cleanup may continue until 2032, but the spirit of these islands remains unbreakable. So here's where you come in. What if, instead of seeing these islands as scarred, you saw them as symbols of hope, symbols of a paradise resilient enough to rise above its past? Imagine being part of this comeback story, walking the pristine shores of Vieques, or exploring Culebra's legendary flamenco beach, all while helping these communities recover. Yes, there's a history of destruction here, a war that left these islands bruised, but there's also a story of redemption. Vieques and Culebra are more than just islands once scarred by war. They are treasures, proof of the beauty and strength that comes from resilience. Yes, Puerto Rico really has floating trash, but it's not what you think. It's the remnants of a painful past, transformed by the resilience of its people into something beautiful. It's time to be part of this transformation. Visit these islands, swim in their turquoise waters, share their story. Vieques and Culebra are calling, not just for tourists, but for advocates, people willing to join in their story of healing. Come see the paradise that turned its trash into treasure. Be part of the comeback. Be part of the story. There's so much more to discover about Puerto Rico. As a travel advisor with a deep passion for the history and beauty of my homeland, I believe travel is more meaningful when we truly know the stories behind the places we visit. If you're looking for a travel agent who knows Puerto Rico inside and out, send me an email at xavier@travelwiththericans.com. Let me help you plan an unforgettable trip to this incredible island. Before you go, don't forget to check out the next video, leave a comment, follow and share with your travel crew.